Hello and welcome back to Forged by Geeks. It is time for our settlement. It went pretty slow with the croc. We were crocs. It was not a good day. Okay, so we had a character. Who did we lose?
Pachinko.
So we lost Pachinko. So we'll do stuff in order because there's nothing at step 5.
Yeah. So one thing that we forgot which our viewers were frantically trying to remind us of, is that we defeated level 1 Crimson Crocodile because it was the prologue version.
Oh, okay.
So that gains another collective cognition, and we now have 2 collective cognition.
That's
on screen. Going to be useful when we get to that point.
Okay.
All right. So, and what else? So you said that we gained 2. They got reach XP.
Yep.
So,
do we do that now or?
Returning survivors hunt XP milestone must ponder their philosophy. They may do so at a point during the develop step.
Okay, so we're not up to develop yet.
Yes.
Okay. Step 7.
Yes. And trying to figure out.
So I think we just do stuff in order.
Philosophy. I'm just making sure because that's the problem. The ordering is a little bit weird.
Okay, so I just used the token by the speaker to track us on the board.
Okay. So another thing is that these were the 3 knowledges that I had.
Okay.
One thing that I'm not 100% clear of, when we gain tenacity, tenant knowledge cards. Okay, it is not. Okay, we do add so all of those cards are part of our knowledge deck.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So.
Hi, Toa. I'm sure YouTube is there as well.
All right. So let us start.
Yep.
So we have, I think, set up the settlement phase.
As best as we know. I'm sure people will let us know if we didn't. Oh, I'm going to pull a deck quick.
The settlement phase is earlier. There we go. All right, so we are now returning survivors.
Yep.
Survivors return. Returning survivors heal any existing light and heavy injuries by erasing filled boxes on their record sheets. Permanent injuries are not healed.
Yep.
All right. Each returning survivor generates 1 endeavor, so we have 4 endeavors.
Ah, so with the scout we'll get 5 now if everybody makes it.
Yes.
That's an interesting balance.
All right. Now we update the timeline.
Okay.
After the first day settlement event, trigger the story event for this landing gear, blah, blah, blah. But now, instead, we draw a random settlement event.
Okay, so I need to shuffle these up. And there's nothing on year 2, on the big tracking sheet? Because there were a lot of events early.
Yes, but I can't remember the order. That's the problem. That's why I'm trying to do this through the
Yes, we are cannibalized.
Yeah. I was trying to find the settlement section because I swear to God it had its... Oh, here we go. Okay. Update timeline. Draw the top card of the settlement event and perform its rules, and then triggers timeline events.
All right.
So we draw randomly first.
Hadn't shuffled these yet, so please give me a moment. We don't get the resource until we do the death event, right?
Until we update the death count? I'm not sure, because I can't see the card from here.
Oh, when a survivor dies, draw 1 basic resource and add it to the storage. Oh, do not gain a resource if the survivor is lost, ceases to exist, or exiled. So yeah, we should have gained another basic.
Okay.
So we get another skull.
Okay. And then is there anything for the skull?
When you gain this, a survivor of your choice gains 1 insanity. I'd like to give it to Baccarat.
Okay.
Because he has immortal.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you so much, Ties. Oh, oh. I think that's a warning.
Yes.
I think that's a warning that we're about to have something bad. And by the way, the one of 2 cards that were face up, Triathlon of Death.
Wow.
I think that's a warning. We're going to get another, what's his name? Rattlesnake.
Yeah, we took the dead guy's skull. Like badasses.
Yes. Don't worry, we'll use it for something. Somebody will wear it, probably.
Well, could get another skull, huh?
Oh, God. I'm not going to complain too much about getting the Broken Lantern.
Yeah, no, scrap is amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't help right now, but it will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
Just chopped his head off and carried it back.
Yep, like you do. Open Maw.
Oh, no.
A large stone face slowly opens its mouth. Survivors prove their bravery by running into it. We can spend an endeavor to brave the maw. Roll any number of d10 and add the results together. If you roll any doubles, the maw snaps shut, leaving you trapped in the darkness. You are dead, and no one else may endeavor this year. So, 1 to 7, dismembered leg. 8 to 15, yeah. You hesitate at the edge. If you have 3+ courage, you may roll again using 1 more d10. 16 to 22, you brave the darkness, gain 2 courage. 23 to 31, you fumble through the darkness, grasping for proof of your brave journey. Something sharp and wriggly comes away from the wall, gain 2 courage and 2 random vermin. 32 to 39, you get a lantern sword, and must be the departing survivor this year, and the lantern sword's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
40+, you reach the end. You gain iron will. You cannot be knocked down. Reduced knockback. You suffer to knockback 1.
Yeah, we're not doing this because we can't afford it right now.
I would say
no.
Why?
Dude, we're like, how many dead people do we have? Our population is shit. There's a high chance of losing somebody. We are not doing this. The lantern sword, think of what you have to do. You have to roll no doubles.
Yeah.
And somehow manage to get that much.
Yeah, you'd need to roll like 5 dice.
Yeah.
With no doubles.
Yeah.
If I did it, I would throw one of our nobodies. That would be the only way.
We do not have the population to do this. We are down 3 people from a population that started at 12.
Yeah, if we had courage, then it might be worth it.
Yeah.
But we do not. Okay, so we will ignore the open maw for today.
All right, so trigger timeline events. Trigger any story events listed for the current lantern year on the timeline. So we are going to do Death of Song.
Scariness, the one leg.
Yes. Death of Song. A melody from the darkness abruptly ends. The settlement's heart sinks. A poacher emerges from the darkness, dragging the corpse of a monster. Their face is twisted with guilt. The poacher presents the mangled heap as a gift to the settlement. The gathered survivors cannot help but gaze at the tortured face of the creature, their eyes welling with tears. Muffled sobs escape their throats. You may now hunt the smog singers. Add them to the quarry list on the settlement sheet.
So I know what I'm building tomorrow.
Add them. The settlement confronts the poacher.
Here, past me. I'll get it better on the camera. Here.
But I'm gonna have to do more.
Yeah, it'll only take a second. There we go. Nice, beautiful artwork as always.
Yep, very red though.
Yes.
All right, so
Another time pats the maw, yes.
the settlement confronts the poacher. Who's going to roll?
You're going to roll because I rolled last time. We alternate. Good luck. 8! That seems good.
The poacher drops to their hands and knees. Their agonized sobs rise above the hushed murmurs of the survivors. Nominate a survivor. Inspired by the innocence of the creature's face, they gain +1 understanding. They take the poacher's blood-stained hand. Gain +1 population. The new survivor gains pacifist and 3 insanity. They remorsefully gain 2 random song singer resources.
Okay, so if we give the understanding to Craps, he has his insight event.
Okay, we can do that.
It's kind of funny that he's turning out to be a good character.
So we need a new name.
We got one. Give me a second. I got one on YouTube.
Okay.
So I just need to pull that up quick, unless somebody saw it come in. Comments. I have responded. Ludo, Ludo. It means play in Latin.
Okay. All right.
Who gave that one? I want to thank them. That's thank you to Christian Patterson 3962. Thank you very much for the name. We're always looking for more names because we will hopefully be having more survivors over time. So pasting them on YouTube is a great place for me not to lose them. But otherwise, thank you as always.
All right, Ludo.
Oh, by the way, the names have to be gambling related in some fashion.
I am going to make Ludo female.
Alrighty.
All right. So.
By the way, was that the best result?
Yes.
Sweet. So I gain understanding, which means I have the insight event. Do we want to wrap up anything else before that happens?
We gain 2 Smog Singer's resources.
Oh. I have to pull out that deck and shuffle it. That was unexpected. Oh, there are a lot of resources. Sopping one who weep. Hey, I'm not going to complain about a couple bonus resources suddenly. Though we don't have his crafting facility, do we?
No, we do not.
But we can take a peek, right? No, we're going in blind.
Yes.
So we're going to have to choose if we want to use them or not, without knowing what they are.
Yep. So I'm not immediately seeing anything that says that they handle this particular event differently.
Okay.
So,
oh, meaning no gambler-specific insight event.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to start with insight stuff, I'll get these shuffled. I want to get a nice shuffle.
Okay. In a single moment, the curtain of the world pulls back. Select the epiphany corresponding to the current game phase. A survivor may only gain these benefits once in a lifetime. Settlement phase epiphany. The hunt, which once filled you with inexorable dread, takes on a new dimension. Your expeditions outside the settlement inspire you with curiosity and wonder. Gain the following ability and roll on the table below. When you are a returning survivor, gain +1 endeavor to use the settlement phase. Tinker.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's always a great one.
And roll?
Huh?
You said and roll?
Yes, and roll.
Come on, baby. 1.
If you innovate this phase, draw 1 card. 1 additional card.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's not negatives.
Yeah, like you can gain an additional endeavor, or you can gain permanent accuracy or permanent strength.
Okay, would have been nice, but...
Yeah, but...
I will take...
So then we get the 2 resources.
Yeah, so I feel like
You've been shuffling a lot, man.
Yes.
Just draw.
I'm going to. So we get a... I'll put them on screen. We get a fluted severed head. When you gain this, a survivor of your choice gains 1 insanity. Hello, Baccarat. You may not be able to move much, but you're sure insane. And you said 2?
Yep.
And a delicate hand. Wants to be held.
All right.
Okay. That's a thing.
All right. Now we update the death count. So that would get us to... the death count is now 3.
And we already did cannibalize, so we're all good there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We currently have a population of 10.
Oh. Oh, when the survivors. Never mind. We don't do that.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11?
We have 11 alive?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, nice.
I got my numbers mixed up.
So do we want to throw somebody into the mall?
No. All right. So we have that. So now gain milestones, check milestone story events. So we have a collective cognition of 2.
Correct.
So we get a collective cognition of 2.
Okay. Oh, number 2, literally?
Yeah, it's just 2.
Okay. Pleasing plating. Gain the stone plate innovation. I got them. This lantern year, the survivors are presented with plated meals for the first time. Departing survivors gain +1 survival.
Okay.
Does that stay?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a permanent thing, but it just says this year.
Okay.
So we gained the plating and then.
Okay. Oh, that's what these numbers are. The lantern years that they happen.
No. They're the collective cognition that they have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gain stone plate innovation. I need to find that in the deck right here. Are you using pattern cards? Technically, we have. Oh, yes, the pattern cards are here, but we haven't unlocked them yet, as far as I know. We get a milestone for first guy with 3 understanding.
Oh, shit. Yeah, first survivor to reach 3 understanding, designs and dandelions.
So we get up to 3 cognition now?
No.
Okay.
This does not. Cognition has to deal with killing monsters.
Oh, okay.
We got a cognition for killing the Crimson Crocodile at level 1 for the first time.
Okay.
And now, like, as we increase our collective cognition, we get more out of that deck. Okay, so designs and dandelions.
We get stone plate. The settlement tenderly scrapes together comforting meals. Survivors may claim the clothed and satiated armor set bonus card if they meet its requirements.
Okay. So there should be an armor set card that we got as part of the expansion.
Yep. You have armor sets over by you. Bottom middle. I put stuff in there, they'd probably be in the front. Or no, back. Yeah.
To gain the clothed and satiated armor set bonus, you must be wearing at least 3 pieces of armor and cannot qualify for another armor set bonus. Any headgear, any arms gear, any body gear, any waist gear, any legs gear. Add 1 armor to all hit locations.
Wow. So
that's nice.
Yeah, so that's good for mixed armor sets.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about that.
Alright, so then we also did the designs and dandelion story, which 3 understanding.
Oh, okay.
Create the seed pattern deck for your campaign. Examine your seed pattern collection. Check each card's keywords and keep all cards with keywords that appear in your campaign. Set aside any cards with keywords that do not appear in your campaign. Shuffle your settlement seed pattern deck and place it in play.
So how do we know what keywords fit?
I presume it's monster-based.
Okay. So I see lots of seed. Oh, seed. There's just plain seed. Oh, wait, no, they all have seed. And then there's some that have monsters. So it's all the monsters that are... Oh, so plain seed is at default in the deck. And then there's a bunch with monsters like Screaming Antelope we don't have.
Yeah, so that's set aside.
Okay. Atlas is in ours.
Yep.
Phoenix. Scout.
Yep.
Sunstalker, no. White Lion, Screaming Antelope, no. Kingsman.
Kingsman, no.
Okay. Phoenix. King.
Yes.
Gambler. Crimson Croc. King. Smog Singers. Butcher.
Yes.
Seed. Silver seed. White lion, no. Okay, so put these in one of the bottom right ones. Oh wait, no, they can just go in that the one we took them out of. And then we have the deck, which is this.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so what do I do?
Shuffle it and place it in play.
Okay.
The survivor dreams of a dandelion blooming with a single gleaming eye at its center. The flower withers into a silvery tufted ball, its downy soft seeds tickling the survivor's brain. The survivor sneezes, sending a vortex of floating seeds into the darkness over the settlement.
That's a little disturbing.
The disturbance rouses the survivor, who follows the dizzying path of seeds along the ground. Atop a mound of stone faces, the survivor finds a single seedling. Pulling it, they are surprised at the strength of its resistance. With a howl of triumph, they rip the seedling out. The stone-faced ground crumbles away, revealing a shocking mass of roots growing around a filthy object. Gain the drafting table innovation.
Oh. Give me 1 second. Wasn't expecting to get an innovation. Drafting table. When a survivor first reaches 3 understanding, gain a seed pattern card. Endeavor. 1 to 3, creative slump, nothing. 4 to 7, vision +1 understanding once per lifetime. 8 plus, you look within until you see a single large eye, gain a seed pattern card, but skip the next hunt to recover from a migraine.
Okay, so that costs a endeavor.
Yes, but we do gain our first pattern card according to gaining that.
Okay.
Okay.
The survivor clears the vegetation and examines the scabrous surface. With a bit of spare cloth, they meticulously clean the table. So it is your survivor, so you are going to roll.
7.
Not bad. Flecks of dried blood rise into the air, turning the drifting seeds red as they dance weightless in the air. Distracted, you wonder at the sight. When you turn your attention back to the table, its purpose is suddenly clear. Gain a seed pattern card. I don't think we get that then. I think this is it for that.
Oh, whenever a survivor reaches 3 understanding, we gain another one.
Yeah, but I don't think we get it as part of the
No.
event because it's the same as the cannibalize.
Yeah,
but
that makes
we do
sense.
get 1 right now
Yes.
because of your roll. Thank
Yep,
you.
exactly. The first I hit it, that unlocked this event. Future ones get that. Okay, we get a seed pattern for a Jarn Griefer. It is scrape acid off, materials to gain pristine flesh, peel back survivor skin and cut out prime muscle, and threaded muscle between iron clasps. Oh, we can make it for 5 iron and 2 perfect bone and an endeavor. When the acid rain falls this lantern year, collect it in a bath to refine materials. Flay muscle from 2 survivors. They suffer the ruptured muscle severe injury. And clasp frame to thunder maul and layer on iron and fresh muscle. I don't quite... Oh.
We have to do those things.
And then we get the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So this becomes our pattern deck, and this is our unlocked pattern. Okay, and then there's what's the actual weapon if we make that? There is a ton of these. Okay, holy shit, it's an accessory. No, it's a head armor. That is weird. It is head armor, despite looking like hands, 4, and accessory +5 strength. If we have a red, its own hookups are red, green, and blue, you hook them all up, you cannot suffer disarm or the dismembered arm severe injury. Interesting. So if we do all of that stuff, we make it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be making that anytime soon. Okay. Anything else? What's next?
I'm just trying to make sure that there's not any additional stuff. Okay, so you do have to spend the cost, and then
Yeah, that isn't likely to get all that.
no.
Got to get a Thunder Maul. Got to have a specific event. Wow. Oh, it's an accessory. 5 strength and use it with Fist and Tooth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, holy shit. That is insane.
Yeah, but we're like never getting that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have done designs and dandelions, so go us.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the other ones. We have not reached a population of 15, and we have not had our first child born.
Okay,
So
so
now we proceed to the develop phase.
and there was something we needed to do and develop.
So at any point, the 2 characters that have reached 2 Hunt XP can ponder.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do Baccarat first.
Okay. So during the development step of the settlement phase, ARC survivors who have reached their first Hunt XP milestone, Hunt XP 2, adopt a philosophy.
Okay.
Although some ARC survivors reach this milestone in the aftermath of a showdown, they adopt philosophies only during quiet moments of reflection in the settlement. Alright, so
What's up?
I'm still trying to figure out. So, I think we draw from the deck.
Okay, so I get a random one of our current 6.
We have no. Those are knowledges.
Oh.
These are philosophies.
Oh, I need to plot the philosophy deck, which
Yeah,
you have.
which I have, and we have, I think, 4 philosophies.
Okay.
So I don't think you should shuffle it necessarily.
Oh, it doesn't shuffle?
I don't know whether or not we're supposed to shuffle it.
Does it say draw or draw random?
Adopt a philosophy.
Oh, then I just get a pick.
I don't think it would be a deck if we were going to pick.
Well, it'd be a deck because there's more philosophies.
Yeah.
That screams I get to pick a philosophy. That would actually make sense for philosophies.
Well, we were supposed to draw the first philosophy, which was like survivalism was placed on the top of the deck, and then we were supposed to draw that. So
Okay.
that implies
So survivalism should be on the bottom.
they adopt a philosophy by drawing the top card from the philosophy deck.
Okay.
Um,
So the other 3 are random the first time and then it's fixed.
I guess so. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe we shuffle it. I don't know.
You have 4 cards of philosophy deck. Draw
Yep.
1
And reshuffle before the next guy. Thank you.
Okay, so I do keep survivalism in there.
Yep. Shuffle and then draw the philosophy deck.
Thank you, Thais. Really appreciate it.
And it's not like I need the survivalism book anymore because my fucker's dead.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Baccarat gains Lanternism.
Okay. So take the Lanternism book.
I'm just going to figure out the other one for the other character, and then we'll go through both.
It seems like it might be easier to go through in order, but okay.
Just in case. If they're both the same, then it'll make it easier.
Okay.
Okay, next. I had to say something.
Yeah.
Okay. So both get Lanternism. So I should write that down in their philosophy?
Yep.
Hopefully that's a good one.
So grab the Lanternism book.
Yep, I'm writing down Lanternism. 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I need to find the Lanternism book. There is a lot of these.
Yep.
A lot of them. Fascism. Really? Homicidalism. Second to last book as I'm going through.
Okay.
Like you do. Okay, Lanternism. Save for screen. Okay. Let me pop the page a bit. There we go. The philosophy book describes their perspectives. When a survivor adopts a philosophy, gain tenet knowledge and neurosis. Okay, so all the same stuff as before. So lanternism.
The dead light the way.
Phototaxis. You are bound by light. While there is a fallen lantern terrain tile on the board, you cannot spend survival.
Okay.
So
you record that in your abilities and impairments, I think.
Yes.
Or yeah, you record the neurosis underneath your philosophy.
Okay.
But you put the abilities and impairments. It's probably useful to note down photoaxis.
Yeah.
Phototaxis.
Yep. I'll just put it down next to it. Fallen lantern, no survival. Okay. And then how does that whole hunt XP thing work? Do I have to circle those?
You need to like basically bold the boxes like it's done for the other ones. You need to bold your boxes to match that set.
Okay, so I would bold the 4th box now, and
Yep.
then 3 after that, and then 3 after that. Okay. So I'll just outline. There we go. 3 after that. Okay, and then 3 after that. And then, yeah, and then the last one lines up as it does. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And then you want to take the knowledge deck, which, do you have that or do I have that? The knowledge deck, there should be, or the knowledges should be a Death Collector.
Oh, okay.
You need to get the Death Collector out of the knowledge.
Okay.
And take rank 1.
Sounds good.
And you put that under the tenet knowledge for your philosophy.
And both characters will get that.
Yep.
Okay.
You cannot lose that knowledge.
Okay.
You could be prevented from using it, but the tenet knowledge is fixed and cannot be changed. So it has to go under the tenet section of the philosophy.
Okay, just updating both characters.
Okay.
And I'll copy over the other details when we're done with session today. So tenant is Death Collector.
Yep.
And I'll put it on screen in a moment. Okay, so when a survivor dies on the showdown board, replace their miniature with a fallen lantern terrain tile. I have to activate a fallen lantern terrain 1 time.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh.
Hmm?
When you resolve a rank, a different player should read the story and only the results you achieve, usually your roll result, to preserve the novelty of your unique path through this philosophy.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I'm just commenting that it says that.
Wow.
Okay, so now you've done that. Now turn the page to rank 1.
Okay. Art is safe. Okay, lanternism. Luminous bodies. The lantern light casts long, strange shadows from your world onto the stone-faced ground. The boundary of light and shadow hardens, splitting the world in 2. The illuminated surfaces of the settlement life and the hollowed plains of survivors' faces bathed in lantern light rise in stark relief to the darkness. Staring into the life-defining light, your vision swims with elusive shapes. Gain +1 Lumi, which sucks, I believe.
No.
Oh, okay.
Lumi's a resource that you use for stuff.
Oh, right, it's like survival.
Yeah.
That's what the rules said, at least. So gain +1 Lumi. and roll a d10. So I will roll one for each character. Okay, so let's start with Chris.
Yeah, he sucks at this.
Wow, 6+. Yeah, both of them rolled under. So they both have a calm washes over you as you hide the lantern. As you hold the lantern. The pallid warmth against your skin creates a feeling of certainty. Your vision swirls with the shapes of gnashing fangs and crushing limbs, omens that chill you. You gather more lanterns to keep you warm. Gain resource, I think, Light Whisperer?
That doesn't seem to make sense. It says gain, but Light Whisperer doesn't sound like a resource.
Oh, knowledge.
Oh.
It was a K.
Okay.
It's not an R, it's a K.
Okay, so...
Oh.
Which makes sense, because I got strength training off of mine.
Oh, if I had rolled a 6+, we would have... no, I wouldn't have gotten anything differently.
You would have gotten Light Warrior.
Oh, Light Warrior. Oh, okay. I read it too quick. Light Whisperer. There we go. This does not level up as far as a knowledge.
Okay.
Oh, how bad is this going to be? On arrival, gain a death token. Surge, I think that is?
Yep, but no, that's not Surge, that's Activation.
Okay, Activation. Reveal cards from the top of the hit location deck equal to your number of death tokens and put them back in any order.
Oh.
Then roll a 1d10. On a 1, you consume a death token. Archive it and suffer the frenzy brain trauma.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, both of your characters get that.
So I keep counting up death tokens then. At every mission.
Quite possibly. I'm not sure. Tokens may be discarded. Because I think usually, like, we discard tokens of various types. So I think...
The only reason why I think no is because that's how more missions I do will reveal more cards.
Well, there's a different thing that would actually change things.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. And that's a knowledge on both. Okay, do either of your characters get this? Get a thing?
Nope.
So I do have to give a hunt XP to our scout.
Yes.
Okay. I will finish recording details for these later. Okay, what's next on our list?
Remove all tokens from all survivors.
Okay.
So, next on the list, so we've got the collective cognition and we have pondered.
Yep.
So, yeah, now we develop, do the normal development phase. So we can spend endeavors to do things, and we can craft.
Do we want to innovate since we get an extra draw and might be able to get symposium?
I mean, yeah, sure. We'll need to spend one of each of the resources, I think. Let's double check that that's still the rule. So you should take the thing off of the... Yeah.
Yes, and at CC4, introspection, lanterns extinguish with the passing of life.
We didn't get that.
Oh, because we'd have to be CC4 when we unlock.
And we didn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so Keeper of Dreams. Innovate is 1 endeavor, 1 bone, 1 organ, 1 hide.
Okay.
And we still haven't built the skinnery, I believe. So we may need to do that. Where did I put the rest of these on?
Yes, we had not built the skinnery, and we finally have skins.
Yes.
So, yeah, let's build... I think we ought to build the skinnery, to be honest.
Yeah, let's spend our first endeavor and get a skinnery.
All right.
finding the skinnery. There it is. No difference from previous skinnery. Okay. So, we want to try innovating, I'm gathering.
I mean, yeah. So the question is, what are we gonna? Well, do we want to craft anything for one? Like, because we may not. We want to decide what we're going to actually use.
Yeah.
Based off of that. Now we actually have a hide and a question mark.
Okay.
In our resource storage, as well as a flat vein and a blood stool and a blood diamond tier.
Okay, so let me check the flat veins. What can we make with the flat veins?
I think they were boring.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So that might be good organs for us. Ooh. We might, so here's one thing. Crimson crockery. We can make a weapon.
Okay.
Because we have the veined glass and a flat vein and another organ.
Okay.
It is a blood glass cleaver. 360, honed 5. While this is equipped, you are guardless. Guardless, you cannot dodge or ignore hits.
Mm-hmm.
And what does honed 5 do?
Honed is a new thing that I think it's like you.
Oh, we sometimes don't put the book on screen because the art isn't always safe. So we're usually pretty good about that. If the art wasn't safe, then that would be a good reason not to put it. Sorry. Or he was telling me to remove the book.
Yeah. Honed weapons gain +X strength until they strike something hard. Super dense or parry hit locations, ruining their edge.
Okay, so it's a really good weapon.
Unless something explicitly preserves or restores the edge of a honed weapon, it loses its additional strength until it is restored at the settlement.
Okay, so for the rest of that battle.
For the rest of that battle.
So that's a pretty good weapon.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll want to keep that in mind. We can also, do we have pale fingers? No.
No. Okay.
So we can't do that. We only have one veined glass, so we can't do a saw. We could do the crimson pearls with the blood stool. We had looked at those before. That's the, on arrival, gain 3 bleeding tokens. Your fist and tooth attacks gain +1 strength for each of your bleeding tokens. So it turns fist and tooth into a 283.
Okay.
Which we were a little worried is a little...
dangerous.
Yes. What did we have? We don't have any of his stuff in town.
Yes, we have a flat vein, and a blood stool.
Oh, in town?
Yes.
Okay. So we already have a blood stool. We don't have a tongue. We could make another crockbone hammer. We can make a blood glass dagger instead of the blood glass cleaver. Let me see what that is. Okay, blood glass dagger, honed 3, so 360, same as the cleaver, but only honed 3. And if it hits parry or super dense,
yep,
it eliminates honed.
Yep.
Okay, so the cleaver is just a far superior and has an extra red hookup.
Okay.
So we'd want to make the cleaver if we were going to make one of these.
Okay.
Okay, so I will keep the cleaver out. Do we want to plan to make the cleaver right now and set aside?
I mean, it seems like a really good weapon, so I'm kind of pro cleaver right
okay.
now.
Then you have a stool in settlement and a flat vein, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I will set us. Then let's use the veined glass, and we've made it with those. So we now have earned ourselves a blood glass cleaver. That seems really good. Croc armor also does stuff with bleeding tokens, but we don't have it. Or we can make a helmet. That would be it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, we have the fin, don't we?
Yes.
Okay. That may be worthwhile. We don't have any pale flesh. Nope. So let me look at the crimson dress, because we can make a dress. Or we can make a helm. So here's the crimson helm, which I haven't looked at yet. I'm looking for the dress. Lots of weapons. Lots of weapons. There's a dress. Okay, so we could make both of these if we wanted. Crimson Helm, spend an mind lock 1. Spend an action. You now have exactly 1 mind lock token. When you suffer brain damage, ignore it and lose the mind lock. And it's 2 armor. Crimson Dress, I think that has a hookup, though we don't need them yet. Immortal Spin. Spend movement and action to move 3 spaces forward. Then if you moved 3 spaces, activate a melee weapon with +1 strength for each bleeding token you have. Oh, so it feels like
basically the equivalent of the antelope.
Yeah, but now with the bleeding token, so if we're willing to risk having the Crimson Pearls on a character with some of the Crimson Armor, you can get massive damage.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
It's also the first piece of chest armor that we'd have. Now, admittedly, we also have the Skinnery, so we can start the Rawhide set as well.
Yeah. Do you think we want to make these 2 to get us started? How's the set bonus?
So the set bonus for the Crimson Armor, when you depart, gain plus star Insanity. Once per showdown, spend activation to add armor points equal to your bleeding tokens to all hit locations.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's definitely intended to work with everything else.
So we probably want a Crimson Pearl then.
Oh, really? Like this, the Crimson... Oh, yeah.
It gives you 3 bleeding tokens.
Yeah.
So this is a high-risk, high-reward character.
Yeah.
But we probably don't want to equip the Pearls until we have the full armor set.
Yeah, and note this doesn't give any bonus armor outside of that.
Yeah.
So you have to do the activation to get your armors.
But that's 3 armor to all hit locations.
Yeah.
Nice. And can you keep doing that, or is that once per?
I think it was once per showdown.
Oh! After you arrive, you can use bandages to remove some of them. Good call.
Once per showdown.
Okay, so that would give you an instant 3 extra armor
to all locations.
If you come in with that, and then you could heal them off with bandages.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that costs you activations as well.
Yeah, so you skip your first round.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we make these as my gut check because we need armor. It'll cost us our Crimson Bone, Crimson Fin, and 2 hide. And we can possibly have a character use the mixed armor set bonus as well.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. So Bone, Fin, do we have any hide in town?
Yes, we have a hide in town.
Okay, I'll use that and get rid of a basic hide here.
So that was the Crimson Helm and the Crimson Dress.
Yep. And then the Crimson Pearls, we can't make yet because we're now out of Bone.
We have a question mark, actually.
No, we're out of Crimson Bone.
Oh, okay.
We need explicit Crimson Bone.
Okay.
But we still have a Bloodstool in town.
No.
Okay.
You spent the Bloodstool in town.
Put it back in town. We'll save the Bloodstool because eventually we'll want that, and we're not sure how common that is.
Okay.
Okay. So, now what do we want to make?
So we now really need to be thinking about
innovation.
Yeah.
So first question is, I feel like we want to save the fluted severed head and the delicate hand until after next combat.
That would be fine. Are we planning on going after the smog?
It's my gut check to try it, but I'm open.
I mean, it's going to be a slightly harder quarry. Like, the Screaming Antelope tends to be slightly harder than the White Lion.
So maybe we do one more of the other thing first?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. But should we save those then, or take advantage of them?
I mean, we weren't guaranteed them. We don't know how rare they are. Like, the question is fundamentally, why would we use them? What is our case for using them as opposed to not using them?
Yeah, I'm kind of... So, well, first we're going to do an innovation. So we're
Yes.
going to let's use one of the flat veins and a monster hide.
Mm-hmm.
And now we need a bone. And now the question becomes, do we use the skull? Do we use the fluted severed head? Or do we use the question?
Out of these, I would use the question.
Okay, let's do that and we'll do an innovation. And we draw 3.
Okay.
That cleave also has guardless, so you can't dodge if using it. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Still a good weapon. 3, 6, 5.
Yeah.
That's just nice.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have 4 weapons.
Yes.
So I'm not sure we need to make another weapon right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We get 3 out of 6 possible.
Okay.
Symposium. I think we know what we're getting. Drums and Hovel. So Hovel increases survival limit. And
That's how we get the +1 survival. Hovel also allows us to get bonuses on intimacy. Like,
Yeah.
not straight bonuses, but...
Yeah, I still think we need Symposium just because the extra draw cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Symposium it is, and we go up to survival limit 4. And I will add the Symposium cards to the deck. Where is that? There we go. I need to find them all. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Symposium.
Yeah, pretty much you always want Symposium. Going to add Nightmare Training to the deck. Storytelling. I don't think there's any more, but I always like to look. And that's it. So we're adding 2 cards to the deck, and we removed 1, so we're up to 7.
Okay.
Yeah, we've learned our lesson long ago on that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Where did I put the innovation cards?
The ones that are right in front of you?
Oh, thank you. They're kind of blending in.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got 2 endeavors left.
Yes, we have a special innovate that we could do.
Correct, that is for pictograph. It takes a hide and organ.
The other possibility is to, like, for example, start trying to augury to try to get a child.
Yep.
But that's, that's a risk. That's actually pretty low to get the augury result, I think.
Yep, and we still have to craft with what we have left.
Yep.
What's the skull helm again, since you've got one?
It's 3 armor to the head location, but if you if you get a severe head injury, it's shattered.
Okay, because technically we could make 2 more of those if we really wanted.
2 more?
Yeah, technically the fluted severed head is a skull.
Oh.
But that's all the more reason why we want to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so record the fluted severed head and delicate hand. So we're just going to save those at this point. Oh, scout gear. We didn't check that.
Yep.
That's the outskirts. I don't think we can make anything for him. We could gather a hollow stone. For settlement phase, we should do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we want that stone face cloth, I think.
Yeah. I'm looking for what a hollow stone is in case it does anything special.
Oh, that Grimjaw, that would be nice if only we had a perfect stone.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hollow stone, no special. It's just a smooth, empty face. So we do have one. Oh, the Grimjaw. If we just had a perfect bone.
Yep.
We don't have anything perfect. We do. Oh, if we get 3 broken lanterns, we can get a scout's lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have no idea what that does. But that's all the more reason why those could be useful now.
Yep.
When you return to the settlement, draw 2 cards and pick one to keep when drawing a random settlement event. Oh fuck, we want that. We want that.
What about Grimjaw?
Oh, the Grimjaw?
Mm-hmm.
Just because all we need is a perfect bone.
Mm-hmm.
3, 5, 4. During the aftermath, if you wounded the monster at least once, gain an extra monster resource. And if we get the hookups, it's barbed 6. What's barbed again? That's got to be good. Holy shit! I wish we had a perfect bone right now.
I know, but then it would also be risking the scout too.
Fair, but Balian seems very.
On a perfect hit, gain +X strength for the rest of the attack. So it's not that good because you have to get a perfect hit first.
Yeah, but that basically gives it 10 strength. It's a guaranteed wound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, because it's also like the 4 base strength. That's nice.
Yeah. Holy shit, that is a nice weapon. Oh, that was for the lantern. That fair point.
Okay.
Okay, so we can't make anything there yet.
Yep.
But we now know we want to make stuff off of that.
Yep.
So let's save our scrap.
So we're gonna save the broken lantern.
Save the broken lantern. Save the hollow stone.
Mm-hmm. And we're saving the iron.
Yeah, save the iron. Yeah. What, you don't want to use the iron as scrap?
Nope. Okay.
So that leaves us with, can we do anything with the tiny ear that's worth noting? What the fuck? 13 veined glass, 2 perfect hide, and 2 perfect bone get you a giggling scythe.
Okay.
I've got to know, what the fuck is that? I don't see anything that uses the ear. So it looks like it's just either organ or hide, our choice.
Okay.
Where is the stupid giggling scythe? Because that is insane. There it is. Giggling scythe. 3, 5, 8, sharp, reach 2, unique. When you critically wound, automatically critically wound all remaining hit locations in your attack.
Wow.
That is fucking obscene, but what it takes to craft it is also obscene.
Mm-hmm.
That's like if we just hunted Crimson Crocs the entire game, we might get that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can't make anything else on the Crimson Croc. So Skinnery.
Yeah, we want to check the Skinnery, but we also need to check the organ grinder.
And the bone
whether
smith.
or not we want to do any auguries.
Oh, right, yes.
We have one more endeavor. We need to figure out whether or not we're going to craft a new location if we can, which we may not be able to, whether we are going to do an augury or some other special event thing, or, whatever. So we also have we can special innovate pictograph is a possibility.
Which is a hide and an organ, yep.
So we could do that, or we can do something else. So that's what we've got our choices for.
I wouldn't do pictograph because we need the base innovations yet.
Okay.
So I'm worried about expanding the deck.
Okay.
We cannot do another location because we don't have 3 of bone, organ, or hide to use with something else.
Okay.
We have up to 2 hide, 2 organ, and 1 bone.
Okay.
So we can make another skull helm if we wanted, or we can use that bone towards something else, but
we ought to be deciding what we're doing with the last innovation, or excuse me, endeavor at this
point.
Oh,
right, yeah, thank you. So we can do augury. We already did Hollow Stone Gathering. And are there any on those cards?
Yeah, we can use the practice, creative slump, nothing happens, vision +1 understanding once per lifetime, or gain a seed pattern card, but skip the next hunt to recover from a migraine.
Okay.
So that would be a way of gaining a understanding, but it's kind of a little on the risky side. I think augury might be better in that particular case, even though it would cost a resource to do an understanding if we go that route.
Exactly. If we roll low, we get that.
Yeah, and we get a +1 in intimacy since the collective cognition went up the fat lot of good that did us last time.
So will we be 6+ then for intimacy?
+1 for intimacy. So you have to get we have to roll a
7+.
3 or better. No, that's augury.
Oh, right.
Augury we have to do first. We have a chance at an intimacy. But once we are rolling on the intimacy table, because we got a collective cognition this year, we'll get a +1 on the intimacy roll.
But that's only if we gained it this year.
Yes.
Okay. So I would definitely. So it looks like it's either augury or a drafting table.
I think augury.
Think you want to give augury a shot?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's my turn to roll. Okay, augury it is. Wait. Before we do that, do we want to finish our crafting?
No, we do not, because the augury has something that takes away a resource.
Yes. Okay.
So,
and we can still pick.
Choose which resource we want to take away.
It's not random.
So let's go into it knowing what we've lost.
5. So gain +1 survival.
Okay.
So,
we needed a person to do it.
Okay. So it wouldn't have been crafts because of the understanding.
Okay.
So we probably would have had somebody do it that already has an understanding.
That would be a no.
Okay.
I don't think we have anybody who has understanding other than him.
So probably not Baccarat, so I'd say pick one of those characters over there.
All right.
They don't get understanding, but they'll get a survival.
What is pacifist? Oh, they won't get an understanding?
No.
It's just
But
the survival,
we would have picked one of those because it would have been understanding related. Because the chance of getting it, so I'm playing it as though we were deciding ahead of time without knowing the result.
Well, pacifist, you cannot activate a weapon to attack.
Okay, I would not give it to that character.
Yeah, though, possibly a good choice for our scout.
Oh, wait, we could, actually, we probably would have done it with the scout.
Okay.
Yeah, so the scout will go up to 3 survival.
Okay.
That makes sense. Because getting him the understanding to get him a philosophy and stuff, or get him knowledge and stuff would be good.
Yeah, though he doesn't have to be our scout next time.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we spent our endeavor and unfortunately did not get what we wanted.
Correct. So what can we make? We can make a fecal salve. We can make another monster grease.
2 organs? Yeah,
Yes.
I guess we can have that now.
Yep. We have 2 hide. We can make 2 pieces of hide armor, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea.
Yeah.
We could have somebody fully armored up at that point.
Well, the thing is we probably want that satiated, the clothed and satiated thing, so we want to, have 3 armor
on 2 different characters.
On 2 different characters.
That makes sense. So that would be, what do we have right now? We have the skull
helm, and we have the crimson dress and a hat. So, but there was one person that was making a point that we may actually want a rawhide headband. Because, you can use that to flip through the AI definition.
Okay, let's spend 1 hide to get a rawhide headband.
Okay.
Good call. Yeah, we totally were forgetting about some of the basics.
And then I would guess, honestly, so is body armor 2 hide?
No, everything's 1 hide.
We may want to do body armor then.
Yeah.
Since body is what's hit the most frequently.
So that would be the rawhide vest. And then
Interesting.
Only problem here is now we
can get the evasion off of the rawhide vest as well.
Can we do the red and blue hookups with our current gear?
Yes, because the headband would be the top hookup, and then the bone dagger can be the side
Or the
hookup.
darts?
Yeah, so...
Okay, but one downside here is to get the armor bonus from the armor set, you need 3 different pieces.
No, you do not. You need 3 pieces of armor, and they need to not qualify for another set.
Yes.
It just means you cannot qualify for another set.
Yes.
It does not mean they have to be different.
But you can't put 2 body armors on one character. You can't put 2 helmets on one character. Right now we have 2 helmets and 2...
Cloth.
I forgot about the cloth.
Yeah, the cloth is...
So that means now we have 2 characters with the set.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be our 2 hides.
Okay, so we're doing the rawhide vest?
Yep. That's a very good call. Nice. Yes. Thank you, Ties. Me being stupid and forgetting we had cloth.
Yeah.
Sweet. So now we have an organ and a skull left.
Yep.
I swear there was something else we could use a skull for that we were laughing we should save it for. If we ever got another one. It's not for the outpost or outskirts. Ah, that's what it was. Let me double check this. It's called the Blood Compass Lantern. If we're going to be hunting more of this Crimson Croc, this may be worth considering saving the skull. Blood Compass Lantern. Before making a wound attempt, you may gain 1 bleed token to discard all hit locations from your attack and draw that many to replace them. Limit once per round. So you can skip the trap.
Wow. Wow.
That would take the skull, a scrap, which kind of sucks given what else we want to get, and groomed nails.
Okay.
So the question now is, do we want to save the skull or do we want to make another helm? I'm in favor of saving the skull given that.
Yeah, let's save the skull.
Okay.
I don't think, because we've now got 3 head armors. So we're missing 1 character's head armor. We already have a skull helm.
Okay.
We have a crimson helm. And we have a rawhide headband.
You're right. So if we get 1 more piece of like body or something else armor, we have 3 sets with the bonus.
Yep.
Oh, you don't make wound attempts for trap, so just skips other hit locations.
Okay.
Okay. So it doesn't help with the trap, but it's still nice. Okay, we have an organ. That's all we have left. So we can make a fecal salve, a lucky charm, and I think that's it. Lucky
Charm isn't that great to start out with, because you need to actually hook it up and have blue hookups in order to make it work, I think.
Let me double check, because I think we got there was a new Lucky Charm.
Maybe.
It had me swap it out with 1.6. It probably just moved it Dex, was it? But worth checking. Yeah, we need 2 blue hookups. Do we even have the ability to do that? So the Crimson Dress will give us 1.
Also, the rawhide will give us 1.
No, it's... Oh!
Yes, the rawhide will give us 1 blue hookup.
You're right.
These aren't puzzle pieces, so...
But they're not going to have... We're not going to have both the rawhide and the Crimson Dress on 1 character.
I do not have anything that is going to provide a blue hookup on my side.
I don't think I do either. So yeah, it's not worth it yet.
Okay.
But it is worth noting that we have 2 things that can give us a blue hookup. If we get something with a blue to the right, that would allow us to do it. That would be Blood Glass Longsword, that lantern I was talking about, or the compass lantern would do it. You can't put 2 Lucky Charms on 1 character, and that's it that we can do right now.
Okay.
So the Blood Glass Lantern could solve that problem.
Okay.
Fecal salve, is that useful? I'm thinking no, because I seem to remember we really didn't care for them.
Allows you to remove priority target is one thing. I think it makes you not a threat, maybe.
When you depart, gain 1 survival. As an
That's
action,
nice.
you are not a threat until you attack. If you have the priority target token, remove it. Okay. So...
that can be used. Wait, can that hook up with the Lucky Charm?
yes, it can.
So...
ooh.
like, we can't do it right now.
But we could do that with the Rawhide character, and they get +1 luck.
Mm-hmm.
And they can become not a threat. Oh, yeah. That could work really well.
Yeah.
We can't do both, but do we... so we probably just want to get the fecal salve right now, then?
Because it's +1 survival, so that's not bad anyway.
When we depart, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make a fecal salve. And then now we know we can do a Lucky Charm.
Yep.
Which, for those who haven't played, +1 luck is fucking super useful. It goes from 10% chance of crit to 20.
Yep.
And if you use it on somebody with Fist and Tooth, 30.
Yep. Okay, so...
so if you get a Fist and Tooth character, some accuracy, life's really good.
Yep. Okay, so I think that is everything that we can do.
Yes, that is correct. All we're doing is preparing departure at this point.
Not the way you were rolling today.
Yeah, no
Hey,
shit.
I rolled a bunch of 9s, okay?
You just didn't roll them on hits.
No, I rolled a few of them on hits. Just not when I needed them.
Okay, well, thank you for joining. As always, we love it when people consider checking out our Frosthaven or Descent streams as well. We'd love to have you do that. Sharing the love. The Descent specifically, we've been really happy with that game. And Frosthaven, just for note, for people who are hanging out with us, we're going to be house ruling that a bit for our next session, trying to make it more interactive and make it something where when people are on the stream with us, they could actually participate with us and make it and help us play better. So if you're interested in that, that'll be the sixth episode. We'll have that. Or next week, Friday, we'll be playing with that. It's pretty late, so it'll be like 7 p.m. Pacific, but we'd love to have people join us for some participation in Frosthaven. And with that, have a good one.
Take care, guys.